It's a very good day from Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort for the second time here on Your Experience Guide. I'm Scott, this is Steve, we've got Andy as well. So like I say, we were here yesterday. It was a challenging day in terms of downtime, but it is tech rehearsals, it's still not officially open, so it's to be expected. Hopefully today we'll get everything done that we didn't do yesterday. That is basically the whole of the Isle of Berk area, and I think there's a couple of shows we missed too.
Yeah.
But all in all, we had a really successful day in terms of doing what we wanted to do yesterday, so it's just a case of finishing the park today and then going back to the attractions that we really want to do again. Things like Monsters Unchained, for example, which is absolutely incredible. I think we're going to start with Stardust Racers because it is on early entry ERT. Now we are annual pass holders at Universal Orlando, but also we are hotel guests, so we are entitled to use the ERT session, which is basically starting now. So shall we head over to Stardust Racers?
Yeah, hopefully they've got both of them operating today.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was only the yellow track that was operating, so I think having both together is really going to make it special.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it's time for us to head on into the park. If you do enjoy this video here on Your Experience Guide as you're watching through, please do hit the like button, it's a little thumbs up below. Please comment, and of course, please do subscribe. Right, let's go. I am repeating myself from yesterday's video, but when you walk into this theme park, it is just absolutely stunning. The views all around you, it just immerses you straight into this brand new theme park. And to be honest, looking at it online, I wasn't like that excited about the Celestial Park area of the park. I thought it was going to be quite bland compared to everything else, but you just walk in and it just looks absolutely gorgeous everywhere. The plants, the fountains, the theming, the rides, it just all merges into a very immersive experience as soon as you walk into the park. And here we are at Stardust Racers. Now yesterday at this point we got here and found out that it wasn't actually open in time. It is testing, which is an improvement on yesterday. However, there does appear to only be one side running again, which was the case yesterday. It would be a shame if we did leave here for a second time without getting both sides done or without experiencing it dueling, but again, it's tech rehearsal, so not everything's going to work as it should at this point in time. So it's basically a repeat of yesterday. Stardust Racers will not be open probably until later on, so we are not going to wait around. We're heading on over to the Isle of Berk, which is the area that we didn't do yesterday. One thing that's worth noting in this Celestial Park area, there is a severe lack of places to grab a bottle of Coke, a bottle of water, or just where you can get a drink and just grab and go rather than refill cups. So bear that in mind if you are here and you're dehydrated. There's not many places to grab a drink quickly in this area of the park. So it's time for Isle of Berk. Very, very nice. We're making a start with Hiccup's Wing Gliders, an intimate family roller coaster. Now a lot of people have said that Isle of Berk is kind of a sleeper hit in this area of the park. I can certainly see why. managed to get on Hiccup's wing gliders. About 5-10 minutes, if that.
15. It was pretty much like 5-minute walk, wasn't it? Really, to the station. So really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
That's a family coaster by Intamin, very well themed to the story.
Yeah.
And obviously it's all got the airtime, so you're not getting like ejector airtime or anything. It's not a high thrill. It is a family coaster. For a family coaster, I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I quite like the interaction with the landscaping.
Yeah.
It is a landscape coaster, this one, and diving into the water is one of the few coasters where I did get wet on the coaster, just a little bit, not a lot, like just a little bit. And I like the little pause mid-ride as well, with the little bit of storytelling, and kind of get a little bit of a rollback and then the launch over the top. So yeah, I loved it.
Good stuff. And there's 2 stations as well, so from an ops point of view, it'll be good.
From the geek in me, and obviously the engineering side of it, I quite like having the 2 stations to increase the throughputs.
Yeah.
That's what I think makes the queue just constantly move.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good addition to the coaster having the 2 stations.
Yeah.
If one station does have a problem, you still got an operational coaster.
Yeah.
So,
and just good. Before we bring Andy in, I'm just going to say as well, there is lockers and they are free. So they're just like for small bags. So it's not like just drawstring bag, fits in really easily. You can still take your phone and your wallet in your pocket, but it's good that there's somewhere to put your bag and you're not constantly thinking about the bag at your feet as you're going around the ride. Right, Andy, we've not brought you in yet today, so what did you think?
I thought that was actually a fantastic family coaster. I know for a fact Daniel would absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Also Charlie.
Yeah.
It's not got massive theming, but I think it's got just enough.
Yeah.
To make it, it interacts brilliantly with the film.
Yeah.
You know, so if a kid likes the film, they'll absolutely love this. And I actually thought there was a couple of bits, you had that wee bit of force in it, not too much, but just enough, you know, to feel it going round. The interaction in the middle was brilliant with the eggs opening and the dinosaurs coming out. Sorry, not dinosaurs, dragons. Not much of a difference, but yeah, absolutely brilliant. Something for everyone to do, you know, what, about 5 to 90, quite easy, brilliant ride.
Happy days. Alright, we'll continue to explore the Isle of Berk. Next up, it's going to be Dragon Racers Rally, which is a Gerstlauer Skyfly. There's actually 2 of them, which is a good thing, because as we know from Blackpool Pleasure Beach and Skyforce, they don't particularly move a queue, so having 2 of them in a brand new theme park is a very, very good idea. The type of ride fits in really well with the theming, so we'll go and give it a go. But just a quick note, that behind is the queue for Hiccup's wing gliders, so we definitely did it at the right time. But for now, Dragon Racers Rally. Well, we've been on Dragon Racers Rally. It took us about 15 minutes all in all. It is noticeable that the cycle is quite short, but I'm glad we've been on it. It fits into the area as far as the theming really well. If you've been watching our videos for a while, you'll know that I wasn't really a fan of Skyforce at Pleasure Beach. And Dragon Racers Rally's not really changed my opinion on that type of ride. However, like I say, it fits in very well. Now, the plan was to stay in Isle of Berk a bit longer. However, in the distance, we've noticed that Stardust Racers is now dueling and is now open, and is showing on the app as a 20-minute queue, whereas everything else is showing as a 60 to 90-minute queue. So it's a no-brainer to come out of Isle of Berk for now and try and get on Stardust Racers whilst it's dueling. So this is the 3rd time I've walked along this path in the daytime saying that we're going to go on it. So I'm just going to say that we're going to walk to the entrance and try and go on it. Let's hope it's 3rd time lucky. Well, we've taken a ride on Stardust Racers on the green track. We queued around, was it 40 minutes?
45 minutes-ish, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was one of those things where the app's saying one time and everyone's charged over to it, but
Yeah.
all in all, we got on it under an hour, so you can't complain. In terms of the ride experience, well, I think we're going to have 3 very different opinions on this, so I'll start with Steve.
Yeah, so I actually think that this is the best Mac I've done.
Yeah?
So I love it. But
Yeah.
I actually think the hardware is probably better than Velocicoaster, controversial. And we're going to have to get a new cap.
Yeah, you are.
Fantastic. I just love airtime coasters are what I love, and this one has loads of it. And with the added interaction with the other train, which we got to experience today, I thought I could go and like shake hands with the other train. I thought the technology behind it was really good. As when we got to the second launch, it actually equalised the trains to be in a position to make sure they always dual, which is very clever because you know how like these LSM coasters work. The programming that must have gone into that to make that happen blows my mind, because to get them to, well, as you know, you look at early LSM coasters, they didn't work, did they? You know, lots of downtime, but to reliably get them to dual is quite innovative. So from a technical point of view, this is amazing roller coaster hardware.
Overall, where are you ranking it?
Overall, what, in this park or in all the coasters?
I'd say Universal Orlando.
Well, say my coasters, eh? So when it comes to coasters, because I do think dark rides can't really fall into coasters.
No.
So as far as coasters goes, this is my favourite coaster at Universal.
Wow. Okay.
So, and I never thought I'd say that. Even during the construction process, I never thought I'd say that. But I love it. And I think that having that dueling element today really helped me get into the coaster more. I think the dueling element just like makes it what it is.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Andy?
Yeah.
What do you think? Where are you? There you are.
It's a good coaster, don't get me wrong. Really good airtime, and I love airtime coasters. A lot of it was injector a wee bit more than I'd like. I like the mixture of both. I feel it's missing something.
Yeah.
The dueling's fantastic. It does add another level to the coaster. For me, doing Dueling Dragons, I felt the interaction with Dueling Dragons, with facades and the coming close in the 2 different bits, was better for me personally. The coaster itself, as I say, is brilliant. But for me, I'd head more towards a preferred Velocicoaster. This is just right behind it, don't get me wrong, the airtime's absolutely brilliant, but there's the more mix elements, I think, on Velocicoaster for me.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, we've had one very positive review and one mildly positive review, and now you get mine. I'm quite underwhelmed by it. I'm really sorry to say, I'm a little bit underwhelmed by it. It just doesn't sort of live up to the hype that I've seen online so far. And as far as Universal Orlando goes, I would say that Velocicoaster and Hagrid's and probably Hulk are more exciting for me than Stardust Racers. It is a good coaster. It's packed with airtime. The dueling elements are great. The launches are great fun. But for me, there's just something missing with it, and I can't put my finger on it. I am underwhelmed by it. It doesn't do a lot more for me than what something like Helix does, Icon does, Ride to Happiness does, Hyperia. It doesn't excel away from them as like an elite world-class roller coaster. It is a very good roller coaster, don't get me wrong. There's some really good elements, the airtime, the dueling, the launches, but there is just something missing for me. I can't put my finger on what it is. I think it might just be that it doesn't feel as well themed as other attractions here. It's certainly not as well themed as like Hagrid's or Velocicoaster, for example, in Islands of Adventure. So whilst it is a good coaster, it's a fun coaster and it's packed with airtime, I'm unfortunately underwhelmed by it. So we're back in the Isle of Berk. Obviously we went away for Stardust Racers, then we've had something to eat.
Yeah.
And we're now back in Isle of Berk to explore what we missed earlier.
Yeah.
It is a very nice area, this, isn't it?
It's stunning.
Yeah.
It's stunning. I'd say this is the one I was probably least looking forward to of the land.
Okay.
And I'll be honest, I think it's one of the ones I'm most impressed with.
Yeah.
So it's amazing how just seeing stuff and actually being there makes such a difference to what you think it's not going to be that great, and then you go there and have a great time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm absolutely loving it here, and I think it's a fantastic area. It's beautiful, it's vibrant, the colours are it's a really colourful area to be, and the water behind us, crystal clear blue, and yeah, it's just lovely.
It certainly is. I think this is going to be the sleeper hit. It's going to be the area that people are probably least excited about, and then come to it and be like, oh, actually that might be the best area in the park. Now, of course, this is the family area. There's a lot of family attractions. Maybe you could argue that the Gerstlauer Dragon Rally Races, isn't really a family ride, but it does have a fairly low height restriction, so it does feel like the family area of the park, but the colours really pop, the music's really nice around it, and now I believe we need to go and find Toothless.
We've got fire drill left to do, which is a splash paddle.
Oh, great.
And yeah, there is Toothless, and there's a show here as well.
Yeah.
Which I've been told you cannot miss.
Okay, so we won't miss it. We won't miss it. Should we go and do fire drill then?
Let's go.
I'll try and say that a bit more clearly, eh? Fire drill. It's a splash battle. Fire drill was a lot of fun, and we did get wet, but not like completely soaked. I think we'll be dry within about half an hour's time.
That was... I was expecting nothing from it. That was really fun.
Yeah.
I just think the interaction between the targets and like the other boats as well. I was a target.
Yeah. Exactly.
Did you get another boat?
I must apologise to a couple of adults who didn't want to get wet on the water ride, but got very wet when I realised that my pistol on the ride could soak their boat. So I thought, you know what? Who needs to fire at the targets? Fire at other people. But they were doing it back to us, to be fair. But we're now going to go and attempt to meet Toothless for the first time. So yeah, let's do it. Hello.
I'm Lakebird Goose Knuckle.
Nice to meet you.
And I'm sure he needs no introduction, but this is
I've never met a dragon before.
Really?
Yeah,
you're not freaking out at all. I'm proud of you. Yeah, you've heard. They tend to match energies, and so I don't want.
What's going on over here? What is this thing?
This is a camera, this.
This is, I don't know what that is. It said, I'm in a box! How did I get there?
Breathe through it. It's okay.
It's witchcraft.
We were just talking about.
That's scarier than dragons.
Oh, now you're getting him all riled up.
No, don't get riled up. Steve.
What's your name?
I'm Steve.
Well, Steve's never met a dragon before. We need to set a
You're very
good
lucky.
impression.
I know. I've never seen a dragon braid. I'm surprisingly not.
Steve, you see, it's okay. You don't have to be afraid of. You can do this.
You can.
Hey,
We'll do it together.
We're going to recreate the iconic Hiccup moment. Okay. All right. Hey, pay attention. Pay attention. Over here.
Hi, Stormfly. He's a little distracted. Not to make you panic. He's the second dragon right there.
All right. Face me. Bring it out like this. Okay. And then you look down to your left. See that carving over there? You want to recreate that carving. All right. All right. Go. Come closer. Come closer. Right hand down. No bloody. Closer to the dragon. All right. And look down to your left. Look down to your left. Keep looking down to your left. See that? That's Hiccup right there.
That's Hiccup!
We have an Unchained. What's your first order, Chief?
Sorry?
What's your first order?
First order?
As chief of our village.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Free mead for everyone. He
There
said
we go, yeah, I'll go with that.
that's the best chief ever.
3, 2, and 1. That's hot.
You're right there.
Purpose on the rail.
I hope I've hit record for that. So, we're done in Isle of Berk. We met Toothless. Well, Steve's made a bit of a comment about the area. You liked it, didn't you?
I actually think it's my favourite area of the park.
Yeah.
I think that I'm not really a Harry Potter fan. I'll throw that out there. It's very well done. I appreciate Harry Potter, but I think this is very colourful and very... I just like it. I just love the area. I think it's a really nice area. The character interactions, unlike the other areas where the characters are meant to be a little bit not grumpy, but like more abrupt.
Yeah.
Where it's quite nice to come in here and all the characters are really friendly.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have that contrast. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, Dark Universe, you have to be friendly, because that would be bad. We don't want that.
Yeah. No, I was just going to cut in. I was just going to cut in there and say, like, in Dark Universe, I fully expect them to be a little bit abrupt and like,
100%.
what do you want, kind of thing.
Please don't change that. That's important. That stays the way it is.
I was good. I was just going to check that's what you meant. So carry on.
But it's nice to have the friendly side over there as well. So yeah, you've got to do it. I think you've got to meet Toothless as well.
Yeah.
The characters around there, amazing. Interaction, amazing. It's not all about the rides. It's about doing the other things as well. So try and make time for it. I reckon where do we kind of plan things today? We've only got one ride we haven't done here now, which is the carousel just behind us. But we can do that a bit later. So I think we're going to head over to
Dark Universe.
Monsters Unchained again.
Before we do, I just do want to ask a question. Like, what do you think of Celestial Park? Like, we've not really covered it, and we're stood in it. So,
in my opinion, it feels very like steampunky Jules Verne. But I'll be honest, it's not. It's gluing everything together, which is good because it needs like a central area to bring the park together. This is like the hub area, isn't it, for the park? So you always have to walk through it if you're going from one zone or one area to another area. I don't know, it's like, it feels very Disneyland Paris Discoveryland. Yeah. But not gone all the way with it. It's like they kind of took that step but not gone the extra mile, adding all the steampunk theming to everything. I think that really, they should have a look back and go, right, what steampunk theming elements can we add to this area to really enhance it a little bit more? Because I think it has the potential to be one of the best areas of the park. Yeah. Very easily. I feel like they just kind of didn't go full in on it. I don't know whether it's cautious. Maybe they're planning on changing it into something else in the future. So they were like, oh, this is a temporary.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder. What I will say is, I think I've seen comments about that Celestial Park is putting the park into theme park in Epic Universe. Now, it is a fair comment because there's a lot of flowers, a lot of plants, a lot of trees that are going to grow. And it is very, very easy on the eye, this area, but it does just kind of feel like an area that you are just going to walk through really quickly, unless you are doing the rides in this area. But I don't dislike it. I think it's really nice and pleasant, and the music's calming and ambient, but it's just kind of, it's going to be one of those that people just ignore, I think, and kind of just, yes, it's really nice, but we're moving on to somewhere else. Yes. So maybe that's why it is what it is, but I'm not saying it's a bad area, not at all. I just was wondering what you were thinking about it. So
I think it's a nice area. It's very pretty. Like, I just think when you're looking at Celestial Park, your focus is going to be the carousel and obviously Stardust, which is the main attraction in this area. I just feel like Stardust, even though it's nice and clean and shiny and everything, the station area just felt a little bit bland. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if they went down the, I'm going to say Efteling route, if they started pushing more of that theming onto this, I think that'd be fantastic, because the theming on Baron is the best thing about it.
Keep Efteling where it is.
No, just to bring the theming over. Leave the ride now. Leave the ride. The ride's bad, but the theming was really good.
Oh, I'm falling asleep just thinking about Efteling.
Come on, even you have to admit, Baron's theming is very good.
Yeah, it is. Just a shame the ride's no good.
The ride is not good now. But
can we get back to Epic Universe, because otherwise I'm just going to fall asleep.
I feel like we need to do one of the best dark rides in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, Andy.
Yeah, exactly.
Andy, come and what do you think?
I can see what this is going to become. I actually like it. Once these trees and everything grow in, and even some benches around here and that, I think it could really bring this area, you know, into life. Yeah. You know, you got people that doesn't always do all the rides, so granny, granddad, or whatever, or the timid child can sit about, wait for the rest of the family, or just wander about, because once the plants all start taking place, it should look really nice, and some shade.
Yeah, sums it up perfectly, I think. So now it's time for us to go to the Dark Universe and go and do Monsters Unchained, one of the best rides in the whole world. Oh, they've gone. They did try and run off, but They're already knackered, so that was a good idea. Top tip, everyone, don't charge around in 30 odd degree heat. It's not a great idea.
Too toasty.
Too toasty for Steve.
It's important, right? Dress comfortably when you come to these ports, because
Yeah.
you're going to be doing a lot of mileage, and you want to make sure you're protected from the sun. And
Yeah.
I'll say it again, there's hardly any shade in this port,
Yeah,
so be careful.
yeah. We're saying that as I'm walking around with no cap on a bald head.
You're a very brave man.
I'm not, I'm just an idiot. Yeah, another thing, stay hydrated. The issue is, not many places to buy a drink. But yeah, try and stay hydrated. Anyway, it's off to the Dark Universe. The best area in this park, in my opinion, if you ignore Curse of the Werewolf. But yeah, let's go and do Monsters Unchained.
Oh dear, oh dear. He is alive after all.
Monsters Unchained is currently on a delay, so in the meantime, Andy made a comment off camera about which his favourite area is, so tell the people.
Yeah, I'd say my Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Just attention to detail with everything. You're walking into Paris. Obviously it's not the main Harry Potter films, it's the Fantastic Beasts. It's all been done really, really well. The way they've condensed everything to show a lot of different parts of it. Then you go in through the flue, and there you are. You're in the middle of the Ministry of Magic.
Okay.
That has just blown me away with the theming, the attention to detail. Like I thought in Universal Islands Adventure was brilliant. That's just another level. And then you go on the ride. Wow, just the way they've done it with the technology, crossed it with everything else, it's absolutely fantastic. Even not being a Harry Potter fan, it's still something you need to do. Just because of the way everything's been done, it just all meshes together perfectly.
excellent.
What's this area again?
Dark Universe.
Dark Universe is a very close second. This is a brilliant area as well.
Cool. So yeah, I think it's quite interesting really. Like this is my favourite area, Dark Universe, and obviously Steve, this is Isle of Berk, and then Andy, Harry Potter, which is cool because we've all got our own preferences on theming and stuff. One thing that I do think is worth noting though, as much as I do like this area, and we touched on it a lot in yesterday's video, the actual netting around the Curse of the Werewolf in this area is not great, and hopefully they will do something with it once this park's sort of bedded in and they've got a bit of time to work on it. But it is the only thing that lets this area down, but otherwise this area is everything that I wanted it to be. Actually it's not at the moment because Monsters Unchained is closed, but when it's open it's everything I want it to be, with the characters in here and the theming, smoke effects, music. It is an incredible area. So yeah, I do really like Halloween Horror Nights though, and it does give me like Halloween Horror Nights all year round vibes. So yeah, hopefully Monsters will reopen soon, but in the meantime we'll have a wander around, try and get some shots of the area.
Creatures of the undead. But truly, this well is a portal. I dare say between two opposing worlds. One filled with the light and the living. The other filled with shadows, darkness.
Monsters alive! It's alive! Monsters Unchained is alive. So of course we're going on with pretty much everyone else in the park too.
Wow. I think I enjoyed it more the second time than I did the first time.
Really?
Yeah, I just noticed so much more going on. Now you kind of know what to expect a little bit. You can kind of see more of the story, because sometimes your best bet with that ride is to keep your head back against it and just go with the flow and watch what it's pointing you at, rather than trying to look around. And me being the engineer Stevie, I'm looking around like, oh, how does that work? Oh, look at, I'm looking at places I shouldn't be, so I'm being naughty. But on that time, I just sat back and literally head back against the headrest, watching it all, and it all came together really well. Because I wasn't really sure about the ending the first time, so I was like, hang on, we didn't really escape. But now I kind of get it, because I was looking the wrong way. So,
yeah, well there you go.
Yeah, so it's a brilliant, brilliant ride. I dread to think how much it cost, because each one of those vehicles is essentially a KUKA robot arm, and I don't think they're cheap. And they must have like over 50 of them on there.
Yeah.
They're just going around. Operationally, it's amazing. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant ride.
I'm gonna guess Andy liked it.
Absolutely loved that, absolutely brilliant. The one thing I did notice that obviously we never had any issues this time, the throughput.
Yes.
It's unbelievable on it. I mean, that is just chucking you through. You're never really standing. A bit of wait for a locker, then bang, you're away through. Again, second time, noticing other things, getting a bit more into the story, but the visuals. You've got the visuals with the screens, the animatronics, you've got the effects, you've got vibrations going through your backside. It's got everything. I don't think there wasn't an effect that's been on another ride that wasn't on that. You've got the heat blowing in your face. It's got everything. It's a must-do. Yeah, I'm lost in words, sorry.
That's all good. It's just the best dart ride I've ever done. Yesterday when we queued for it, we queued for about 45-50 minutes. For about 40 of those minutes there was downtime, and once it opened we just like went straight through the queue. Today, as soon as it reopened, we literally walked through the whole thing. I was thinking, oh, good opportunity to get some shots of like inside the building in the bits that you can. Didn't really get a chance because we were just moving constantly, so I don't mind that. I mean, obviously visually in the video, the shots of the queue are probably a bit rubbish because we were walking, but if I'd have stopped, people have just kept walking past me, and you can't do that in a queue line. But yeah, absolutely incredible attraction. Just the whole, from the outside to the inside and coming back out through the shop, the whole thing is just a masterpiece. And yeah, 2031, when these guys come to the UK, we need one of these rides. Like, please do it.
2 of these rides.
2? Andy wants 2. Well, I'm happy with just one of them. One'll do. It's just, we need a Dart Universe in Bedfordshire, please. Then I'll definitely be getting an annual pass, but probably get one anyway, like. But yeah, absolutely incredible. I'm just gonna stay here now. See you later, lads. What are we doing next?
Again?
Again?
Why not?
I'm up for it again.
We're going again? So they are advertising a 35-minute wait. We'll see. I reckon it'll be quicker. We had an amazing time on Monsters Unchained once again. Absolutely incredible attraction. We're now in Celestial Park, and we're going to do the last ride we need to do to complete the Epic Universe set, and that is Constellation Carousel. Have I said that right, guys?
Yep.
I think I've said that right. So yeah, we'll let you know how it goes. You're right after that.
That's quite something, isn't it? Well, I suppose yours didn't do the circle thing, did it?
It went round and round. It's a carousel.
I got a little bit disorientated, to be fair. It was fun for a carousel, but I imagine on the one you were on it would be quite slow, because you weren't doing the thing.
It was alright. It was still going round and round.
I don't know. It's around, but if you start on the ones, there's like some that move as well as going around.
Are we going to go and see Harry Potter?
Yeah, so unfortunately, the last time slot has gone. We haven't been able to make the virtual queue today. It sounds like there's quite a few people who haven't got it today as well. So we're just going to go and have a look around anyway, just to stick our heads in and have a wander. But it is a shame because it is a fantastic ride, but we just need to acknowledge it, really, don't we? And say, this exists.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity to advertise or plug the first vlog that we did yesterday, where we did actually get on the battle at Ministry, which literally was a battle with a virtual queuing system. Whether that's permanent is yet to be seen. I hope it isn't permanent, because people have to constantly be on their phones to try and get on a ride, which is something I don't agree with. It was poor at Magic Kingdom last year in November when we did that. I really don't like the fact that you're so reliant on your phone to get on an attraction, so that is something that I hope improves. I've got these crossed that it does improve. I'm confident it will do. Universal are a company that know what they're doing with theme parks, and I'm certain that they will want to give people the best possible guest experience. And once again, we have to say it is technical rehearsals, so
yeah, I think we need to keep remembering that the park is not open yet. So
no, it's all a dream.
We're lucky it's even open at all, potentially, because it was late to the edition anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I believe it was the last ride to come online. So I'm hoping they're using this time to get it sorted, which it looks like they are, because I think it has limited opening times as well at the moment. So it's not like it's open all day. It's sometimes half a day open, but as long as they've got that time to work on it. Hagrid's opened, and then the same thing kind of happened where it was down quite a lot in its first few weeks of operation, so I'm sure they'll sort it.
Apologies for the shaky filming. I just thought it was easier to just film on the vlogging camera now rather than getting the GoPro out for more walking shots. But yes, here we are in the Ministry of Magic, I believe it's called. Although we couldn't decide yesterday what this area was called, so we've probably got it wrong again.
Harry Potter.
Something to do with Harry Potter. Without Hagrid's. They're arguing again.
We've started the argument again, over what this area is actually called. Because it's Fantastic Beasts.
Right.
It's Harry Potter. But I don't know. It's all Harry Potter at the end of the day.
Welcome to France. Let's leave it at that.
So we haven't actually done it on this visit. So we still have something to look forward to when we come back. But the only major attraction we haven't done, purely for running out of time, is straight ahead of us, which is the Circanius, I don't know.
Go on, give it a go. Give it a go.
So we've missed it, unfortunately, but I'd rather have got the extra rides on Monsters, Unchained, than this on this occasion. So over the 2 days, we've accomplished most things. And to be fair, today we could have had this done as well, but obviously we chose to do Monsters Unchained rather than do the show. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
We haven't actually mentioned, I don't think, that we've done the show, the Untrainable Dragon.
No, we haven't mentioned it.
Which we did just a little bit before, about an hour ago from where we are now. And it was absolutely fantastic. I think it was amazing to see the dragon actually fly over your head. Like, where even the people at the back are like, got this dragon flying over them. It was really good technology for the show. It was a great show, you can't miss it if you come here. And I reckon this one will be the same.
Excellent. Good afternoon.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
Well, I'm doing fine myself. Welcome to Place de Furstenberg. What is your business here?
Just have a nosy around, see what's going on.
I see. Well, I'll introduce. Perhaps you are familiar with the entrance to the French Ministry of Magic.
Yes.
Ministère des Affaires Magiques de la France, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely. It's beautiful, no?
Yeah, it looks good.
The
Looks
building
good.
beyond is even more beautiful.
Absolutely.
I must tell you, mon détail préféré, there's a majestueux atrium window depicting the Animaux Fantastiques within the Heavenly Constellations. I pause for a moment every day on my way into work to appreciate it.
The interaction's fantastic. Even if you're not Potter, just to come in and look about and still interact with them, you don't have to know the film.
No, absolutely.
It's absolutely brilliant the way this is done. I could spend ages in here, seriously.
Cool, well you did say it's your favourite area.
Welcome to my boutique. I am Cosme Arcaljo, designer of the most elegant ones in all of Paris. And the design caught your eye.
Oh, just have a look. Some of them are beautiful.
They are very beautiful. Well, you have exquisite taste.
Thank you.
I hope that you find something that will be your match parfait, your perfect match.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Another character interaction right there, an unexpected one too. So Andy and Steve keep talking to me about Harry Potter, like shop names and characters and stuff, and so you see my head here, it's like whoosh, straight over. Never watched Harry Potter. Don't think I ever will. It just doesn't appeal to me, I'm sorry. But if it wasn't for the Harry Potter areas in Universal Orlando, we wouldn't have got Epic Universe. We wouldn't have got Velocicoaster. We wouldn't be getting Universal in the UK. Harry Potter has completely evolved these theme parks into something else. Now, I never went to Universal before the Harry Potter stuff was there, and I was actually really disappointed the first time I went there. I missed out on stuff like Jaws because of Harry Potter. But it's brought like Velocicoaster and Epic Universe and many more good things, so it's what it is. So, don't know where we're going now. Should we go over to the Ministry?
Let's go and have a look. I'd just like to add to that, Scott. You don't have to have seen the movies to enjoy either of these rides, because they are, I know some Potter fans don't really like the rides so much because they condense a movie into an easy to tell short story, and I think both rides portray that really well. So the one over here, I'm not familiar with the latest movies, and to be fair, I'm not really familiar with the Harry Potter movies either. Like yourself, I've done the rides and that's my knowledge base.
Yeah.
And I just bear that in mind when you come here. You don't have to be a Potter fan to enjoy the experience. You can go on Ministry of Magic or Forbidden Journey and you'll have a fantastic time. Gringotts as well. You'll have a fantastic time. A lot of people forget about Gringotts these days, but it's a solid attraction.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't treat them as standalone, even if you've not seen them. Just on the basic part about it, you can still really enjoy it and get the gist of the story. That's the other thing, even through the short part of it.
Absolutely. That's the good thing about the Ministry, but when we did it yesterday, it's like I'm looking at it going, I don't know any of these characters really, other than Harry Potter, and I'm like, yeah, I fully know the story now, it's brilliant. So yeah, we aren't going on it today, unfortunately, but like I say, we did do a review of it yesterday. I will link it, I think it's that side, top of the screen. There is a full vlog from Epic Universe yesterday where we did get on that, and we did all of Nintendo Land as well. So I think we'll pop in Nintendo though, go and have a nosy, see what's happening.
Yeah, we can have a look. There might be a ride with a short queue potentially, might go on something, you know. But
yeah,
I think we should go and have a look. That's the only area I don't think we set foot in today.
Yeah, we haven't.
So I think we should go and pop in anyway.
Right, we'll do that now.
The Nintendo Land is more family-based attractions. You've got like the Donkey Kong Minecart ride, Yoshi Adventure and Mario Kart, which was very strange.
It was.
I couldn't work out where the goggles were meant to go first.
Yeah, it was a strange one. Should we head on there then?
Let's have a look, yeah.
So yeah, the next time we're doing any Harry Potter attractions, so I was just looking down to make sure there's no bottle tops to fall over, so next time we do a Harry Potter attraction, probably be Hagrid's tomorrow or Forbidden Journey, because we are heading to Islands of Adventure tomorrow, and there will be vlogs from that too. But for now, let's go and see Mario. A brief look at Nintendo World. Steve, I believe you've got something to tell us about Minecart Madness.
So I was rather impressed with the ride system yesterday. They're sending the cores the quickest one I noticed was 14 seconds. On average, every 16 seconds gets a throughput of over 900 people an hour. Considering there's only 4 people in a car, that's pretty mad.
Yes.
I think it's a very well engineered piece of kit for what it is. I wasn't expecting it to get anywhere near that amount, so
No.
it's done well.
And it's just a really good area. It's just full of life, full of activity, full of everyone having a fun time and being a child again, basically. Like, as an old saying from Blackpool goes, turning or making adults feel like children again by just enjoying themselves on a day out. So now, these two are not too happy with me about it, but we're having a little march over to Dark Universe because I need to go and have a look at it again because it's just so good. I have no idea how this has happened, but we've somehow ended up in the Monsters Unchained queue again. It'd be a real shame if we ended up on the ride again, wouldn't it?
I'm guessing you'd like to take a picture as well.
Don't think I'm ever going to get bored of Monsters Unchained. Even though when we've just done it, not everything was working, it was still incredible. That's 4 times today, and still not like bored of it. It's just like, yeah, keep going on it over and over and over again. But yeah, Dark Universe, absolutely incredible area. I hope you haven't minded seeing all the shots of it in this video. I've certainly not got bored of filming them, as you can probably tell. It's just an incredible area. The interactions, the mist, the buildings, the music, the ambience, everything about it is just, it's special. It's a special area and a very special theme park. So moving on from Dark Universe, we are coming towards the end of our day, but we've still got about half an hour left. So what we're going to do is head on over to Stardust Racers and hopefully catch it dueling with all its lights on as the park, or as the evening, is going dark. So no idea if it's still open. So just going to head over, try and get some shots of it. And then after that, we will do a full review.
Wow, what an amazing second day. We managed to see every area today, which we didn't do yesterday. Even though we haven't done all the attractions in each area today, we've stuck our head in to have a look around and just get that vibe back. And I've really enjoyed today. You've got to bear in mind that we have done these 2 days back to back, and I'm pretty exhausted. It's been long days, but we have experienced everything bar the one show across the park. So I think we've been very lucky to be able to do that. I think that the downtime, there was a bit of an issue yesterday, hasn't been an issue at all today. I don't think we've had a single stoppage all day, so clearly they're on form today. I've really enjoyed it. I think the highlight for me was the Isle of Berk. We didn't see that until today, and I just loved it. To be fair, I think I love something about every area. Every area brings a little bit to the park, including Celestial Park. It's very tranquil, very relaxing. I quite like the fountains. You've got like open spaces to get away from the crowd. I think that's important. The only thing I'd probably add to that area is maybe some shade, because it is very much concrete, and that is an ongoing issue at this park, so make sure you wear a hat. I think that Stardust Racers is one of the best coasters I've ever done. Thinking about it more, is it the best coaster in the world? I'm not sure, but I really enjoy it anyway. I do think the dueling element really makes a big difference to that coaster, and seeing it at night dueling just looks amazing. Again, Monsters Unchained is by far my favourite attraction. No, it's not my favourite attraction here. I don't know. I'm conflicted. There's so many good rides. I'd say the 2 dark rides are the standout attractions at this park though. So I think that the Monsters Unchained and the Ministry of Magic ride are definitely the 2 best rides they have here at Epic Universe.
Best area, now you had time to think.
The best area of this park?
Yeah.
Definitely Isle of Berk. I think that it's bright, it's colourful. Everywhere you look there's something going on. They've got like dragons all around everywhere. It's just really fun area.
And if you could improve one thing about the whole park, what would it be?
I'll be honest, I really liked the Curse of the Werewolf, like the story and like seeing everything in there. I think that the netting really takes away from it though. It does look a bit like a basketball court at the moment. I think a tennis court at the moment. I do think they're gonna plant some trees and they're gonna grow over the next few years, which should eliminate that a little bit. But I do think they should probably get lockers because it wasn't a fun experience with a bag on a roller coaster like that. I wasn't comfortable. What, in your opinion, right now, is the best thing about Epic Universe? The whole park. The whole park as a whole. I think it's amazing. If I have to say a single thing, I'll be honest, I probably really enjoyed the meet and greet with Toothless. Like, that was pretty special. It was, and the actors are what make that. You know, this is where entertainment is important, which I think some of the UK parks have moved away from in recent years. And like the entertainment makes someone's day, and having those actors there was amazing. When it comes to ride hardware, definitely the Ministry just blew me away, like with all the engineering behind it. It's like, how did he make this work? I don't understand it. And if I don't understand it, I don't know how anyone else is going to understand it. I just don't get it. You're moving in directions that are not possible. So, mystery.
Follow on from Steve, how's your day been? How have your days been?
Brilliant. Well worth coming. If I'd seen what you had put in the vlog, I'd have really been kicking myself if I hadn't come. I've had an absolute brilliant day. I'm knackered. But no, this has been fantastic. The whole park, there's something for absolutely everybody. If somebody comes here and doesn't enjoy the park, they're not into theme parks. You know, there's no other, answer for it. I think you got the centerpiece. You come in, amazing. There's just so much to take in. We've had 2 full days here, and I've still not taken it all in. How to Train Your Dragon, fantastic area. Harry Potter, for me, absolutely.
Have you ever watched the films? I haven't.
Multiple times.
If you could improve one thing, what would it be?
The shade throughout the park.
Yeah.
Obviously, hopefully through time, and a bit more seating and where to get drinks.
Yeah, definitely. And what is the best thing about Epic Universe?
Well, Steve stole it, the whole thing, but I can't put any one thing. It's got to say something. Harry Potter, Dark Universe, and then How to Train Your Dragon, and then probably Mario Land, Nintendo. Everything's absolutely brilliant. There's something for everyone.
Yeah, it is difficult to sum it up because there is so many things to talk about. There's just so many highlights of this park. It's difficult to say if it's like, oh, it's the best theme park in the world. I know there is going to be a lot of recency bias with first time visits because people are going to come and be like, it's the best thing ever. You're going to have that feeling when you do certain rides. You're going to think they are the best thing you've ever done because they're new, they're exciting, they're modern. To all of us, it's new to all of us, so it's easy to just be like, that's the best thing, that's the best thing. So we have all got to be careful of that, but it truly is a special place. There is literally something for everyone. And whilst for me, like, I wish Stardust Racers was better, I still acknowledge the fact that it's such a great coaster for so many people. The dueling, it is fun. At the end of the day, it's got airtime, it's a fun coaster. For me, it's not the best coaster, but it's still a really fun coaster. But Dark Universe, I think I've said it so many times today and yesterday, it's just an incredible place. I love Halloween stuff. Like, I absolutely love Halloween in theme parks and farm events. Like, I literally came over here last year at like, what, 6 weeks notice for Halloween Horror Nights and other Halloween events here. October for me is all about Halloween events in the UK. It's just, and then to have a permanent like Halloween spooky area in a theme park, yes, we need more of that. And it's like, it is like permanent Halloween Horror Nights, and that is something they do so well, the theming. And now they've created that into a whole area, into a whole ride. It's just amazing. Obviously it's not perfect because we've mentioned it so many times. The coaster is in a basketball court, that's what it looks like, but it means there's room for improvement, which is always a good thing. Operationally today has been excellent. There's been hardly any downtime, if any at all. Obviously we didn't get on the Potter ride, Ministry of Justice, it's not a problem, we did it yesterday. So for me, I feel like it's just been incredible over 2 days to capture this incredible, epic theme park. And it's memories that I'll always have, and I'm glad I've captured it on YouTube, because like when I first visited other parks, I didn't have that. Oh, I could look back at it and see what it was like for the first time. I'd love to be able to remember what my first time at other parks was like, but I don't have that documented, whereas this I do. And that is why I'm just so happy that we've covered all of what we've done today. I know that this vlog has been actually a bit of a mess in terms of the order we've done it, but it's how a real day's gone at the park. It's not been fully dictated by this thing that we're filming on. It's been like, well, this is what we want to do, so we're going to do it. So yeah, really good day, really good park, and I'm sure many of you will come and do it. So I'm going to leave it there. If you have enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button. It's a little thumbs up below. Can we get a video from Universal Orlando up to like 300 likes? It's never happened before. That'd be amazing. Please comment, please subscribe. Many thanks for watching, and we'll see you in Islands of Adventure.